The point of starting today with all of you was to say we want to show the state of Colorado that we as folks who are interested in the passage of the DREAM Act, who are interested in the passage of comprehensive immigration reform, that we need to be showing our faces at the doors, talking to our neighbors, talking to our friends, talking to our family members, to ensure that we get the type of Colorado that we want, right? We get the policies that serve our families and serve our interests. That's not going to happen overnight. That's not going to happen if we stay at home. And it's not going to happen if our friends or family stay at home either. So today's action is for us to go and knock on doors here in Boulder County. We're going to be specifically talking about the Senate race with Michael Bennet and Ken Buck. Ken Buck has been no friend to the immigrant community at all. If folks remember, in 2006, he helped orchestrate the swift raid on the meatpacking plant, forcing hundreds of families to be torn apart. Kids left in daycare centers without their parents because their parents were deported in a day, with no due process, with no respect of law. And that's not the kind of person that we want representing us in the Senate, to be quite honest. Michael Bennet, the Democrat in the race, is supporting DREAM Act and has been one of the strongest, most vocal Senate freshmen on comprehensive immigration reform in the country. And so we want to make sure that he knows that we support him as well. And when people stand up for us, we're going to stand up for them. So today we're going to be talking specifically about Michael Bennet and making sure that people turn out to vote.
Getting my residency was very hard. Was a very long path. My son had to go back to Peru for a year so I could work 3 jobs. I was working at the cleaners in the morning, and what was I doing in the evening? I was working at the restaurant as a cashier, and I was cleaning the offices at night. So I could get all my money together in order to get my green card. And I do have it now. I can go to school now, which is what I'm doing. And when I see people that are just so, it seems like you keep heading the same wall at the same time. No, you can't do these, you can't have these. It seems like there are signs all over the place telling you that you cannot have these things. And I think, like I said before, that the DREAM Act should pass because it's the right thing to do.
So if we're not out there talking to folks, you know, we're going to see something that we saw already 50 years ago. Same type of discrimination, same type of violence, the same type of frustration, but we know that we're on the right side of history, right? If we can go out there and talk, knock on doors, make sure that voters are turning out and supporting our values, we'll see a different Colorado.
We're asking people to come in and help them with their ballots, and we had a guy come in because his mom dragged him in. He's like, I tore up my ballot. And he's like, I don't want to vote for Obama, and I don't want to vote for anybody who's going to give us broken promises. So I sat down, and he was willing to listen. And I sat down and I explained to him about the candidates and who's running and what they're about. And he, his eyes just kind of lit open. He didn't understand, you know. And us as Latinos, most of us here right now are Latinos. This is not something that we talk about at the dinner table, right? It's not something that my cousins or my sisters and my friends, it's not something that they understand. So it's up to us to really get out there and try to inform people and try to open their eyes like that guy did. Like he saw yesterday, he's like, yeah, that's right. So today he's going in and he's doing the early voting. But I just want to thank you guys for being here, because the work that we do and every phone call we make, every door we hit, even if they turn you away, it's still opening their eyes and they're still taking note that you're doing something, that you're still you're still trying to do something, and it's going to make them think about it even if they didn't want to.